Hi, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. I wanted to make a recommendation today. Sometimes I'll go a week without seeing any patterns that look attractive on a reward to risk basis, and then other times I see many. So let's get into this. This isn't a sexy recommendation, but the upside is pretty attractive and the reward to risk scenario is attractive. This is actually utilities look very, very attractive. Not a real exciting group, but can have some big moves at times. And I'm thinking this is going to be one of those. The actual utility ETF, or one of them, XLU, looks good. It's got a 20% upside, but an individual stock, Southern Companies, has more upside and I like the pattern better. So here we have, as you've seen in the past, some symmetrical triangles, these two converging blue trend lines. After a big move in the stock in 2021 and 2022, where it went from, I don't know, 50 to 75, so 50% upside. So utilities can be very profitable. After a big move like that, you can see as we were hitting higher highs into the peak, we had lower highs on our RSI, our relative strength index, suggesting that it's almost like soldiers running up the hill, the general leading the charge, and as they get towards the top of the hill to engage in battle, the general looks back and sees his soldiers running down the hill. There's not that there's not a cohesive thrust in the stock. The intensity of the underlying volume and things are waning, and it's suggesting a change of trend. And we got a big decline, and then kind of traded sideways. So it's really was working off this overbought condition, and over the last, what is it, a year and a half, it's been trading sideways, and it's been getting winding tighter and tighter and tighter in this consolidation. And you can see we almost broke out at the end of last year, and then it came back down. Anyway, we got a very clear breakout last week. And if we measure the base of this triangle and we project that distance upward, we come up with a $90 price projection or about 28% potential upside. By the way, before I forget to tell you, Southern Company also pays a 3.9% dividend yield. So that's nice. And so a lot of upside here, potential upside. And our downside, we're going to put a stop below our moving averages and before the first big up week after a little bit of a dip here. So we're going to put our stop at 67. And so we have 6.5% downside, potential downside. If it breaks below 67, I'm going to be out of it. And our upside is up to 90. So our reward to risk is approximately 4-1, which is really attractive. I normally look for 3-1 or better to enter a trade. So, the size of the pattern is really nice. I have some skeptical feelings about the broader market over the next couple of weeks. And so this is historically a defensive sector. Again, one that can go up when the market goes down. And so that's another reason why I'm suggesting it. But forget all that. It looks great. The point and figure chart, we got a blue bullish trend line, which is great. We just need one more uptick to about 72 or better. Will give us a new bullish buy signal and give us a new upside price projection. So I like the trend line being there. We'll see what kind of price projection we get on a breakout. I mentioned I was a little skeptical about the overall market. So just briefly, so you'll have an idea, I'm not just guessing about this. I'm not just saying, oh, I feel bad about the market. No, this is just technical analysis. And basically, ever since the end of last year, as we've hit all these higher highs in the S&P 500, we've been hitting lower highs on our RSI, similar to a much to the negative divergence that we saw in Southern Company back a couple of back a couple of slides ago. I guess I goofed that. I was going to show you real briefly. Here was our negative divergence uh, on Southern Company, and you can see what happens. Now, and if we go to the S&P now, you can see we have one that's been brewing for a few months, and it could be a pullback, it could be a sideways consolidation, but it's telling me that the market's going to take some sort of a pause here. I think it'll be a pretty good pullback. And so, but I got to follow the bullish patterns when I see them. And again, utilities and should be able to weather the storm on any kind of pullback where people will sell high beta stocks. I don't know, Nvidia or Microsoft, and they'll buy utilities. Money managers do that when they get nervous about the market or they see the market going down. So that is my suggestion. It's not real sexy, but the upside it looks potentially very, very good. And I wanted to get it out there. And so thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. And I appreciate you watching. Again, happy Easter to you and your families, and have a great day.